How many times has it happened to you that you found yourself wondering, where did my whole day go? Even after rushing sometimes, we seem to be behind our chores, right? But well, with time, I made a few changes and something really clicked.
No matter how early I woke up, I still felt like I was running late. So I kept wondering, how do people get more done in the same 24 hours? Turns out it wasn't about waking up at 5 am or even working harder. It's about the little things. It started with tiny tweaks for me. Like, I stopped checking my phone first thing, or even a small thing as snoozing my alarm clock again and again. I'm sure you feel it. The first task that I do every morning is make my bed, and it's a non negotiable in my head. A well done bedroom already makes me feel like I've achieved so much even when the day has just started. So you can fix just one simple task in your mind that you know you will start the day with.
After following the tips that I will show today in this video, I saved an entire hour in my day even without feeling that I was hustling non-stop. Watch the video today to see all the tips that will give you not 24 but 25 hours in a day. Also, there's a beautiful giveaway towards the end of the video, so keep watching to know more and you might just be the lucky one.
I did not force myself to compromise on my sleep, but waking up 10 minutes early definitely provides me with some calm time to begin the day slowly. Opening the windows and making the bed, all of it. That small time of the day, it sets the mood for my entire day.
First 15 minutes in the beginning of the day, they actually end up saving you 40 minutes of mental fatigue later in the day.
A lot of us homemakers hit the kitchen right in the beginning of the day. We don't even take the time to soak in the fresh air. And I was no different, I won't deny. Making breakfast quickly is always on our mind, right? But now, to help myself slow down, I've started visiting the balcony or even taking a morning walk. As they say, our life will always be running at its own pace. Time never stops. But doing small, meaningful acts in a day can help us notice every second of the day even more.
So, feeling overwhelmed with so much to do but don't know when to do it? Well, I follow a simple rule. I assign one task for the day. It's like giving each day a theme. It basically keeps me focused and saves me a ton of mental energy, really.
Like me, if you also like to enjoy your weekends without any work left to do for the weekend, follow this simple idea. I know it sounds very basic, but once you remember which day is for what activity, you'll never forget doing it, and also everything will get done well within time.
Instead of making a very long list of 25 tasks to do for the day, I just write down my top 3 tasks. This really keeps me focused and helps me from not getting distracted, because there's so much to do.
The days when there's less work, we don't mind, but the days when there's too much work, it becomes a headache. Well, the easy way out is to make sure you do at least 3 tasks for the day, not more, not less. For me, today watering the plants was left from the list, so I got to doing just that. I call this my micro to-do list, and I write down 3 fresh tasks every day. Pick 2 to 3 chores at the same time, but make sure those chores are in the same area. Like, I'm cleaning the countertop today, but I have simultaneously put the water filter to refill, as you saw. Multitasking can be done in any ways and forms, but I've realized that combining easier chores together helps save a ton of time and honestly doesn't feel difficult to execute as well. This saves me 10 minutes every day very easily. My friends often say, when do you get the time to decorate? We are always busy with the other daily work in our homes. I've always told them that I've started decorating in parts. By that I mean I pick one small corner in the house and then I decorate it or organize it, whatever I need to do. This also doubles up as a refreshing break for me. Consider picking up just one cabinet in your home or maybe the living room rack. Don't do the whole living room or the entire bedroom. Do one corner at a time. Without realizing, you'll have a refreshed home every season.
Because I don't wait anymore for a single day to decorate the house, I save a lot of time, and the advantage is I get to enjoy these beautiful corners almost every week without any chaos.
I have just put a 10-minute timer for myself. Why, you ask? Well, so that my boring chores don't take so much time. I'm sure you'll all agree that house maintenance means boring and some not so boring ones, like how we decorated a corner a while back. That was interesting to do, but vacuuming the whole house is super boring. But if you put yourself under a time limit and then go about doing the same chore, your mind will make you do the same activity faster with a lot more focus. They say work fills time. We can do the same job that takes about 10 minutes also in 20 minutes. It's about how efficient we are. Vacuuming can go on, but with the timer on my head, I always end up finishing it faster. It's a hack that you can try for yourself too. Talking about boring chores, well, the one way is to use a timer, but the other way that also works is to combine it with entertainment. Only if it's possible, of course. I've made a conscious decision to not just waste away 30 to 40 minutes watching TV and doing nothing really. I've started to combine it with things like peeling veggies, maybe even folding clothes while doing that kind of an activity. I'm sure a lot of you are already doing it. I call it my productive TV time. It's not something we need to do every day, but a few productive days as such can be very handy.
I now easily save 35 to 40 minutes every evening. These tiny habits have given me back around 4 to 5 hours every week. That's like an extra day in a month. And now I use that time for journaling, long showers, quiet calls with my family, and maybe to read a book or just smile without doing anything. Now let's get into the giveaway question. In my micro to-do list, what was the second task that I wrote? Drop your answer in the comment section and stand a chance to win a special gift. And also don't forget to like this video, share it with your family and friends, and subscribe to the Big Basket YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thanks for coming.